city. Yeah.
Word up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I super duper apologize because we had audio here, but we didn't have audio here, so people were watching and they actually were not getting the audio, which really sucks.
I can't read.
But we got the audio.
That was like the most fire introduction anyone has ever gave themselves. And you wait till they're done.
But we still
You're
got
like,
recorded, no?
you got recorded on here.
Okay, we got audio now.
We have it for the video.
Yeah.
We got audio
Okay.
now.
Okay.
But the live people just missed all.
Man, I apologize.
That was like fire. So basically, in a nutshell, you do events, pop-ups, different types of things, and you're involved in many different industries.
Yes.
And,
That is
and
true.
things are starting to pop off.
Things are starting to pop up. Yeah, we actually just did our relaunch party about a month ago. Mike Stoan was there, which was
Shout out
really
to Mike
dope.
Stone.
Yeah,
Yo, he shows support for everybody.
No, I
does.
Not for the Raptors.
Do you guys even know how?
Too soon.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Bro, we gotta lay into this guy because he was riding hard for Golden State, and the fact that we won.
No,
like,
you know what? I got mad respect that he didn't back down. He's like, that's my team.
I was actually going to wear the hat today.
Yo, that's fine.
But
You're crazy. You're crazy.
I just
We'll get
respect
into
people
that.
who be themselves. So
Yeah,
like,
that's what it
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you because your team's on the Raptors. Like,
They suck,
Fuck
but
less.
Yeah.
I think it's sick that you got the balls to rep GSW. Like you should have went down during the parade rocking GSW.
Nah, I
Though.
don't have time
that
for
would have
that.
really shit through.
I don't
to
think he would have
sleep.
survived. He wouldn't have made it out of the city
Nah.
if he pulled out.
I would have probably been the one that got shot.
Yo,
Did you share
absolutely.
the Turono Talks page yet?
I haven't shared
Okay,
it
I'll
yet,
do
so
it.
share that.
Sorry, I wasn't like looking at my phone by the way when you were talking stuff for that. You
How
have to
do
share
I
it to
do
a certain
that?
page.
Should I?
Okay, so
Am I
just
able
go to-
to share
it's-
it on my
Well, I
page?
sent
Yeah,
you a
it's
friend
public
request
now.
today, so
Okay,
you could find
let's
it on
do
my
that.
wall, but you didn't accept me as a friend.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it was on Facebook or Instagram. Oh
Facebook.
my god. Okay, hold on. I'm barely on. Oh,
And I apologize about the audio to be getting.
But if you go to
trying to
Justin's
man
page, it's
multiple
live right now,
systems.
and I'm about to.
But it was a
Yeah.
fire. That was a fire intro.
But yeah, I mean, we Toronto
She gave a
went all
fire
in.
intro.
I fucked up so bad.
The audio's off.
I'm sitting here trying to like man like multiple systems, make sure we're public, and you know what I mean. And people are like, "Yo, there's no audio." I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to hit the mute button. So that's horrible. What up? We got people saying what up here online and stuff. So shout out those.
You
people.
saying what up? Why you just gonna
we
sleep
got
on them like
Mark
that?
Anthony Digital. I can't even. What is this? Digital Audio TV. There we go. Digital Audio TV. Shout out Mark. What up,
What
man?
up?
Well, we live. We got Tasha Mack in the building. I again do absolutely apologize that the mute button was pressed. I'm super duper sorry. We're gonna completely give you the platform to plug everything. But I think right now, more than anything, we need to give it up for the Toronto Raptors because we just won the championship.
Okay, I'll clap.
You better clap, motherfucker. You still see it as a college team. The whole playoffs.
Drake said that.
Okay.
I just repeating what Drake said.
Okay. The
So-
Drake curse has been lifted, so
Was this
you
the
know we
first
gotta
time
shout that
was this
out.
the first time a college basketball team won an NBA
Yes.
Finals?
According to Drake.
According to Drake, this is the first time a college.
Did you peep the best in the world pack?
Oh man, what did that have to do with the Raptors?
No,
The two
Like I
tracks.
said, what did it have to do with the Raptors?
I don't
Nothing
know.
at all.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so it's okay. It was okay.
He just used it as the
Yeah.
appropriate time to release
yeah,
the
to
tracks.
promote
Like, that's
something.
funny.
Yeah.
Well, it was like the pack that he started the year off last year with diplomatic immunity and shit, just not as good.
Yeah, diplomatic immunity was great,
That's fire.
but
And then God's plan was the other joint.
he doesn't have to do anything right now, anyways.
And he's just
He's
chilling.
good. He
Alright.
just broke another Beatles record.
All right, I apologize. I got it. So I added you as a friend.
Oh my God. Validity is here.
Friends.
That's what's
Yo,
up.
we're officially friends now. Yo, shout out to all your friends out there.
On
Yeah.
Facebook?
Just your real friends.
Okay.
Yeah. All
Should I
the
say
friends.
Facebook?
Friend,
All the
if you've
friends.
met the person you're friends with
Yeah.
on with in Facebook, then you're friends.
Yeah, maybe.
There we go.
But the people who are just random that you don't know on there,
Oh my god.
they
We're
ain't
live.
friends.
I love the
Sweet.
ones that always
They're
try to get at me.
ops.
Yeah, they're fully ops.
All right.
I don't know.
Geeks
Like these
me
guys are
out.
just kind of having their own like little
I know.
side
Until we
That's it,
all
just our friends and ops and shit. That's how it's going
Okay,
down.
let's all come together.
Yeah, yeah,
As
that's it.
friends
Yeah.
now.
We're all
And let's
friends.
celebrate the Toronto Raptors
Yeah,
because we
one
did
time.
it.
1, 2,
Slow
3,
clap,
1,
slow
2,
clap.
3.
Kumbaya, kumbaya.
So how were you guys your celebrations?
Man.
My celebration was waking up at 5 for work.
Ooh.
Thursday or Monday?
Friday.
Oh wow.
So you didn't do anything the Thursday? Monday we won. Yeah, I was on the team too.
I just listened to people on TTC while I smoked cigarettes and was like, this sounds lit.
Do you feel like you missed out?
No, because I got to at least go downtown for after the game 4.
Okay.
So that was lit.
Yeah.
That was
Did
lit.
you celebrate it all?
Yeah, I'm still recovering.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, we were out for a friend's birthday on Thursday, and then we watched the game,
Yeah.
and then right after, just on the streets, a bunch, like half of us went to a club, and then we were waiting in line. We're like, yo, why are we doing this? Like, we got to go on the streets. That's where the real party is.
Yeah.
That's-
We're trying to go to a club.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked the streets for like hours, man.
Okay.
But like, I messed up and I wore heels, but like, you
Oh.
know, at the time it worked out, but at the end, I'm like, this is it. Like, I gotta call my Uber now.
Yeah.
We're going home.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a great documentary idea, Men in Heels.
No, it's not.
Yeah, just to
man.
show the
Get
comparison
fuck
of
outta
pain
here.
that men never have to go through.
Yeah.
You just do a documentary on dudes who walk around on heels for like 7 hours.
Are you
and then just do
volunteering?
it for like 2 months, and then
Yeah, I'd
like it
watch
just
that.
goes further as it goes on. That would be a hit, I'm telling you. It'll be
Honestly,
the
I
next-
would watch
right?
that.
It'll
I
be
would
the
watch
next
that.
fucking
Behind
50
the
Shades of
scenes.
Grey, Orange is the New Black. It'll be that new thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man.
All right,
Something.
we're patenting that and feel like 50, we're good.
Yeah.
And we're making money over here.
Yeah.
I kept it on the Danforth. The Danforth was wild. You know, just cars going back and forth, honking, going absolutely nuts and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I went to the parade the other day. Did you guys go to the parade?
I went to
Wait,
the
hold
parade
on, my
too.
G.
Yeah.
Your microphone's missing you.
My microphone's missing me.
Yeah, there you go. He feels happy again.
Okay.
She. I guess we'll say she. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. No, I went there too on Monday. I woke up mad early, went to a meeting, and then just went straight down, and then was just a write-off for the
Yeah.
whole day. Whatever happened. Yesterday too, like I didn't
Oh.
come. I was telling Mike earlier, I didn't come back to life until this morning. I'm like, okay, I've got all these responsibilities. Let's tackle them now.
Yeah. No, I feel like the whole city probably feels that way right now. Like
Yeah.
I do Caravana every year, but this crowd was like double.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What I've ever seen at Caravana. The whole transit system was fucked that day.
Yeah. It was
it was
beautiful
nuts.
though.
It was a good
so
feeling, right?
it was such a great energy for what it was too, right?
Yeah.
I'm just laughing because I'm just like,
It's
not in a bad way.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I'm going home.
Like I've seen this before. I did this back when the Blue Jays won.
I was
now.
too young to Jay. Not too young, but I didn't go to anything
Okay.
other than
Right.
scream at the top of my lungs.
After the 93 and 94.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
I just
You get one of those beers?
Oh yeah, my bad.
I was named after Kelly Gruber.
Hey, you
Oh,
kind of
you're
got Kelly Gruber hair when you
Okay.
grow it out.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
good.
grooving on
Yeah.
it.
Recovery
Detox,
mode.
yeah.
Detoxing.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm
But
grooving.
thank you.
I'm Rick Grubin.
Rick Rubin.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of Grubin, it reminds me of Reuben. And on 52nd Street in Manhattan,
Yeah.
you'll get the best Reuben sandwich you ever had.
Are you like giving up free advertisements right now? Is
Yeah.
that what's going
I
on?
can't remember what the spot's called.
We get
It's like
sponsorship
52nd
money?
Street Deli or some shit.
Word, that's what's
But if you
up.
find that little spot in Hell's Kitchen,
Yeah,
that Reuben will change your life.
I'm gonna keep that in mind if I'm ever in that
It was so
neighborhood.
New York, bro. I went up to the little counter, you had like deli meats, I ordered what I wanted, like threw the shit on the grill and chopped it up, and it's like in a convenience store. You know what I mean? And it's served
Yeah.
up hot, and it's like fucking just the way it was packaged and shit. I'm like, yo, this is God body right here. And then I ate that shit. I'm like,
See, what you gotta understand
Right,
about
yeah.
Maloney on the show is he absolutely has like just the most free association type mind at all. He just randomly like just starts saying shit in the middle of conversation that has nothing to do with anything we've been
It's
talking
related
about.
though.
It's related.
It's slightly related. Like
Just
you
keep
said,
things a
free
little spicy.
association, right?
Yeah.
So slightly related. But he completely takes conversations from like A to fucking
I've been
Z.
very tame so far, actually.
Yeah.
You have
You've been a
been. You
good
have
boy.
because you. let's ask Tash. Are you a fan of New Kids on the Block by any chance?
Oh,
I am. Yeah, I am. Like going back.
Going back.
Going back, like all the old school shit. That's
Okay,
always
okay.
what's up, right?
Okay.
Make some noise for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy right here.
Oh,
I want to see his favorite band.
Hey,
New
you're
Kids on the
tough.
Block, so.
Oh, that's
Yo,
fun.
No, do you know
Yeah.
what's nuts? So when my girl hit me up about the tickets, she's like, I got an offer for these tickets. Like, do you guys have to do a podcast? And I'm like, yeah, I have to do a podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
I always, like, that's Wednesday.
That's what I do.
Yeah. I'm like, but, like, what's up? So she told me what's up, and I was like, yeah, shit, that sucks because the timing sucks. And I was like, well, let me look at shit online. Let me figure it out. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Thinking, I'm like, okay, cool. If I could be out of here, make sure we start on time for once. I'm out of here by 8:15. I can get there for a good time to at least catch an hour, if not more, of the show. And I'll be hanging tough. Oh, but the funny shit is, I just thought it was Naughty by Nature and Salt and Pepper at first, so I wasn't even that hype.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's hype, but it sucks.
Made it hype.
But then when I looked on the Ticketmaster, it said New Kids. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, you didn't tell me this was New Kids. And she's like, she could give a fuck less about New Kids.
Oh, that's why.
And I'm like, yo, this is the first group. This is the first music I ever liked.
Yeah.
Like when I was like 2-3 years old, I had like the Hangin' Tough on VHS, like the documentary of them on tour or whatever.
He's
like,
going in.
No, it's the first music I ever liked. And do you know
you.
what? As corny as it is, I contribute that to why I've been a hip hop head my whole life.
Yeah.
Because
they had a hip hop.
No,
they
but
had
the
a hip hop
beats,
vibe.
the vibe.
Yeah, they did.
Maybe production.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you,
Remember?
Boston.
Yeah.
Isn't there also
Shout out New
another?
Kids.
And then Michael Jackson was my next, but
Yeah,
fucking,
of course.
Was
but
it
that was
brother?
the. Say what?
That's because you're older.
No,
brother,
my
right?
brother always thought I was lame for listening to New Kids
I
and Michael
would've too.
Jackson. Yeah,
You're 2-3 years
thought
old,
that
like,
those
come
were
on.
lame.
Not because of Michael Jackson, because of New Kids on the Block. I would have clowned a New
I was like
Kids
3 years old.
You can't blame them.
You know what I mean? It was my introduction to music. But
I feel you.
so that's like such a deep nostalgic value that I'm like, as whack as they're probably like this shit's about to be, I'm like, this is gonna be so lit.
Oh, you're gonna be so hungover tomorrow morning, aren't you?
Hanging tough.
Remix that and make it.
Yo, I was thinking about sampling that. That little vocal thing's fire.
You should audition for the band.
Got the right
Oh
stuff.
man, yo, I'll rip these punks. Yo,
Oh.
You're so happy right now. It makes me so
Yeah,
happy.
he's glowing,
He's
right?
so happy.
I'm
That's
pretty
like
excited.
you know, for me, I could relate to that with Eminem because that was who I grew
Oh,
up
shit.
to.
That's
That's me.
the goat.
Oh,
Yo, is
wow.
Rock Bottom
Oh
not a
my
life-changing
God,
song?
So good. Like all of it. Like even like Lose Yourself. Like I could relate to everything and anything. Like I used to just put my headphones on, right? And just like blare the music and I'd just be like, you know, just sitting in my room and just so happy, but like with that powerful lyrics. Like and also like I went like a little like stalkerish and
Can I grab one of those?
and one of
Yeah.
my
Sorry.
first email was like loving Eminem or
Ah, yo!
like so out there.
This is something we need to address. Do you remember? You guys are a little
You
bit
are a
older.
stan.
So I don't remember, like, if the internet, when it really became big, might not have been the same to y'all. Like, how old are you? Sorry, I'm not supposed to ask a female that, but
That's okay.
what's generation-wise, at least? let's
Right.
just say.
No, I'm 29. I'm 30.
Okay,
this
so
year.
you're my age, exactly.
Alright,
So shout
alright,
outs to
yeah,
you. Give me some
yeah.
daps.
Okay.
All right, dope. So I speak for this whole generation. Sick. We're right on
New
board.
Kids
here.
and Eminem.
No, but I'm just saying.
No.
That's so like
Yeah.
juxtafucking
Yeah.
close. But it is an Emma fucking M, yo. That's crazy. But proceed, please.
Oh man, now you got me thrown off.
It's like I had a thought and now
Sorry,
it's
my
just
bad.
like
It was-
the
it was-
ram-
You're saying you're
You
the
were
leader
saying
of
about
this
the
whole
you
generation.
were saying
No.
about internet and it wasn't that
Yeah.
big when we were growing up.
Oh yeah, because you said
Right.
your old fucking email name.
Yeah.
Yo, when we were like, our age coming up on like MSN Messenger and shit,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
had the wildest
Oh, wow.
names.
Yes.
Yo,
Yes,
like
yes.
Eminem Lover, 69. You're like 12 years old and have 69 in like your email name because you think it's cool at hotmail.com. Like so, like yo,
And
this
your
was
status
nuts.
too, like your name and then
Remember
your parts
MSN
and
Messenger?
shit? Yeah,
How
yeah.
important the status was?
The
like
status.
you would put like a line from a song you just felt so
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's my status. And you were like making a statement with that.
I wish we were back in the MSN Messenger.
Yo,
days.
Messenger days were
those
wild.
were dope. That and what else did we have? Like T.Wire.
Oh yeah.
Like chat rooms.
MSN Messenger, MSN
Taking
to a
it
messenger,
back.
MSN Messenger to someone our age at that time was like what Tinder is now to the Messenger.
Yeah. They're like black
It's true.
tranny.
I got your email. That's enough for me to take a shot. Like, that's the thing. It was kind of like picking up girls still, because you had to still
Yeah.
get the email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't just like add them.
Mm.
You had to still get the email, so you still had to have like a little bit of like.
Yeah. What
You
about?
know.
Do you guys remember BBM? Can I
Yeah.
get your pin?
Yeah.
Remember those
Oh
days?
jeez.
Oh my god, all
Yo.
of that stuff, and now
Oh,
we're
wow.
Now it's
like, can I get your IG?
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, early internet Wild Wild West.
DM.
Early internet Wild Wild West was
Yeah.
fucking fire.
Oh, dude, you have no fucking idea
So
what it
good.
was like back then. It took 20 minutes for one picture to load back then.
That was whack.
Yeah.
Remember you couldn't talk on the phone while you were on
Oh,
the internet?
shit, you
Yeah.
pick up the
Remember how
phone
trash
and-
that was?
Put the fucking phone
Yo, I
down.
want to sample that noise.
Yeah.
That'd be a sick noise to sample. Everybody that's from a certain age bracket
Will
has
know
heard
that
that
song.
noise.
Yeah.
Fucking 14 4K
Wow. I
moments
wonder if
and
it's
shit.
copyrighted.
Might be.
You better be
It probably
fine.
might be.
It'd be like when Dre got hit for the intro in 2001. It's literally just like the THX or whatever. The
Yeah.
And for that, he got sued like $10 million. Like, I'd be so cheesed. Like, yo, the intro to my album. It's not even a song or a beat. It's a noise.
Oh, man. I remember, like...
And that got me, like, yo, I'd be so mad at that.
Remember when everyone had an Angel Fire account and everyone was making their own like little fan sites?
Yeah.
and shit?
I don't
That was
remember
like
that
pre
one.
MySpace.
Oh man,
I remember,
Angel Fire
like,
still
yeah.
exists.
There was
man.
one that was
Yeah.
like Pixzoo or Pixzo or
Yeah, it's
something.
still up there.
That one's still there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
A lot of them are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just-
MySpace
yeah.
deleted everyone's music.
Yeah,
Really?
you might as well.
I did not
Yeah.
hear about that.
Up to a certain point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like anything like 10 years old or like
Yeah.
to a certain point.
I still go to my MySpace once just to
Do you?
laugh. Just to
No,
laugh.
I
Like,
don't.
holy shit, I can't believe this shit.
You guys know about Netscape? Remember that shit?
I remember that, bro.
I kinda remember
Netscape
that.
browser? Or Ask Fucking Jeeves.
Oh my god, or Hotbot.
All the shitty browsers.
I remember I used to
Mozilla in, like,
use
2
Hotbot
years.
when I was like very like like turning into my teen years
Yeah.
to look up porn because it was the easiest one to delete like your
The
search history. And,
Oh
like,
my god. I didn't even know about deleting my search history.
And then more things showed up because it didn't have.
I didn't figure my
filters and
parents
shit.
knew about it either. Like, I
Oh
was fucking
no!
checking history.
I got an awkward story about that, but we'll save that for another day. We always gotta save stories for another day.
Alright, so let's give Tasha the platform. You know what I'm saying? What you got popping off? What's going on? Any like recent pop-ups that you have coming up? Anything like that you can plug?
Yeah, so right now I'm working on a deal, finalizing everything by the end of this week for the fashion show that I was talking about.
Okay.
So it's gonna be my first fashion show, so I'm pretty pumped about it. It was really cool because I went into this meeting kind of. The girl that I met with, she actually scouted me on Model Mayhem, and I completely forgot like 7 years ago that I was on that, right?
Yeah.
And then she found me on Instagram, and she's like, "Hey, I saw your Model Mayhem. I wanted to know if you want to model for me." I'm like, "Yo, I don't do that anymore." I'm like, "This is what I do now, you know." But like, whatever. I see this as an opportunity, so I'll come meet with you, right?
Yeah.
So I went in, I met with her, I told her what Ms. Mack Events was all about. That's MZMAKEVENT.com. So it's pronounced Ms. Mack. But anyway, so what's it called? So I told her what we were all about, and she was like, "I really like this. I like your energy. I want to work with you. You know, but are you still interested in doing a shoot?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Why not?" Right. So I actually did one for I did a shoot last week for them. And then now fast forward, here we are, booking this gig.
Yeah, it's cool.
Right? Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. So I've got that. I also
Make some
do.
noise for that.
Thank you. I also work for a community as well. So if you guys find me on anything, I'm booking some talent right now. I'm looking for all types of artists. I'm looking for musicians. I'm looking for visual artists, dancers. Comedians, every single thing. I'm booking for July 20th and 21st, so that's Saturday and Sunday. Deadline's next week, Friday. And if you guys want to have a spot to either showcase your artwork, or if you want to be one of the entertainers, just hit me up. And let's see if we can work,
And how
right?
can they hit you up?
And you can hit me up. Oh, where are my cards? I got my cards with me too. But so hit me up on just find me. So on Instagram, Tasha_Mack_, or you can find me on Instagram as well. So Ms. Mack. So MZMAKEVENTS. So you find me on there on both, and let's work, really, or I'm tagged on this. Everything here that you see, I'm tagged on it. So it's not really hard to find me. Also, like, yeah, just go on my website too. So that I shout it on my website quite a bit. It's on the poster too. So www.msmackevents.com. Hit me up through any of those platforms, and let's get to work. I'm here literally in the city. I feel like my purpose is to make everybody shine. So if you think that if you want a platform, if you want to showcase your talent, I would love to help you do it. And that's what I'm here for.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Thanks.
No, like we definitely talk about that. We need more of that in the city.
Yeah.
We need people who are willing to kind of take the back seat and help other people showcase their talent. And you know, you might not get the shine that an artist gets, but at the end of the day, you are getting a lot more personal, in my opinion, personal reward because you're helping people accomplish their dreams and their goals. You know what I mean? So shout out to you for that. You know what I'm saying? That's big that you're doing that. We need more people kind of taking more of a selfless stance, kind of like taking.
You know, and it circles back to like I've been in this game for like over 10 years now, right? And so it circled back to me being that artist and getting taken advantage of, right? Because you don't really know much, you know, you know, I'm going back like I was like, what, 15, 16, trying to make it, right? Don't really have the support from my parents, don't really have guidance, right? And so you go into like, you know, these modeling companies, you go into like these like talent shows, and then they want money from you, right? And it's like, want, there's so much of that before, 100%. And then
it's like the pay to play moniker.
So it's kind of like, why?
And they're not getting you any work.
And they're not, right? So they're like, you want to pay, so like I'm like, okay, so then obviously, you know, you find other scam where someone wants to be your manager, and like I was pretty like, you know, like growing up, like I was sheltered, like when I moved, before I moved to the city, really sheltered. And
where did you move from?
Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah. So born and raised, my parents are Indian, so my dad's Anglo-Indian, so he's Scottish Indian, my mom's Gujarati. So I was born and raised in Dubai, moved here when I was 12, right? And always loved to perform. Yeah. Right? So try to get into it, and you just trust the wrong people. So literally just fast forwarding, always had a passion for this industry, right? And then I started getting other jobs that were like a lot of office jobs, a lot of different work, and always excelling in it. People love me, companies wanted me to stay, they'd be mad when I don't. You know, I was even a flight attendant at one point too. Like, I did like, I've done a lot. Yeah. And it went to a point where it was like 4 years ago. I was sitting in the office. I was working for this transformer oil company. And I'm like, it's the summer's going by. Like, all I see is like, you know, like I'm just stuck in this office. And I got mad depressed. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I'm like, the money's great. Don't get me wrong. But I was like, really? I'm like, I'm miserable here.
Life's
like,
passing you by.
Yeah. I'm like, this isn't me. And and then I'm miserable inside. So externally, my energy's not right. Right. So then I'm just like, I'm just gonna take a big leap. And I just quit. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I quit.
Yeah, shout out to you for that. Shout out to you.
Best thing I ever did in my life was quit a job.
Yeah. And then...
Not the best, but...
No. But it's just...
It is. And then that's when I found it. First, it was Ms. Mack Entertainment, right? And that's actually... Was that the summer I met you?
I think it was after ours.
Shout out to Mike Nolan, like...
Anybody.
I don't know everybody.
Mike knows the whole...
I don't know everybody.
You know a lot of
knows
people.
everybody.
Don't downplay yourself.
Yeah, no, he actually, he reminded me that, during the relaunch, like a month ago, he's like, yeah, like, you came up to me at the after hours, and you were like, I want to make events. I want to do events. Yeah. And then you were like, all right, cool. And then we just grabbed each other's emails, and then, 4 years later, here we are.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Working
fucking Mike, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Mike keeps it real.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
That's what I have.
So yeah,
well, shout out to
he acts like the biggest dick online, but he's like
the nicest guy.
Like,
no, I've known this guy for like almost 20 years.
Mike is like
definitely
the
one of the hardest
dude,
working people. You know what I mean?
I don't want to
and unfortunately, being one of the hardest working people means he will fall asleep in some of the most random ass places in the.
Mike does not want his flowers.
But it's a power nap, though. It's a power nap.
Give me the flowers and I'm dead.
he just wants the power nap. Skip the flowers.
Yeah.
Give me a little time to sleep here and there.
Yeah,
keep your flowers.
Yeah. But shout out to you for doing that. Most people are too afraid to take that leap of faith, take that, you know what I'm saying, that jump. I'm a firm believer. I don't know if you've read this book, and if you haven't, I'm gonna recommend it to you.
Okay.
But I really love the book, The Alchemist. I don't know if you've read this book.
I haven't.
You haven't? Okay, so I definitely recommend you read this book. And being the type of person that you are,
Yeah.
I guarantee you're going to appreciate this book.
Okay.
Because that's what this book is about. It's about taking leaps of faith and completely throwing it out there to the universe. And, once you kind of do that and you believe it, things kind of work in your general, your general way. And they kind of help you out, you know what I mean? So if you get a chance, please go by to the used bookstore. You know what I mean? Read that book and then just give it to somebody else. Gift it to somebody, because that's my favorite book. And just after what you told me,
I'll gladly accept the gift.
Exactly. After what you told me right there, you know what I mean? I can see that you're the type of spirit who will appreciate the knowledge you'll get from this book.
I would love to. This sounds bad, but I don't read a lot. Like, I read a lot of articles. I read a lot of, strategies and everything. I've only finished 3 books in my life, so I'm going to take you up on that offer, and I'm going to try and read this.
Yo, please do.
Let's see if I finish it.
Please do.
Because I want to learn. I love to learn. I'm like a sponge. I want to know more.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's just hard to
focus.
It kind of is in our age.
tune.
I wouldn't even be surprised if you could find it as a digital book, because it sold so many copies. It's like one of the greatest selling books of all time. So you can probably find like an audio copy of that book and just throw it on your headphones or whatever, and you know what I mean, listen to it kind of like whatever.
Like, even when I'm driving, I drive a lot, right? So that works out too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
You said something else that I want to touch on too. You said you were born and you were kind of raised in Dubai till you were like 12, right? And I actually just had a conversation with another friend of mine who kind of lives in Dubai, and he loves Toronto. Like, he's like, fuck Dubai. Like, he does not want to go back ever. He hates going back there. He absolutely loves Toronto. But I want to know from you, like, how does Dubai life compare to life here in Canada, and more so life here in Toronto? Like, what kind of experiences can you kind of like let us know?
Yeah. So just like your boy, I love Toronto. Like, this is home. Toronto's home. No matter what.
You heard that, Toronto.
I love this city.
Okay.
And
hopefully Kawhi feels the same.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but didn't his daughter just get enrolled in school?
No, apparently like he was just there visiting. I don't know if she got enrolled.
Okay.
That's just
Okay, that's some rumors going around.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's hope so. Right.
Hopefully, right?
Everything's here, so
Everybody wants Kawhi to stay.
Yeah.
I just want to eat with him because he gets to eat everywhere for free.
There you go.
I just want to eat with him.
Yo, Roti Pot. Roti Pot.
Yo.
Come on, bring some noise. For Roti Pot.
Going back to it, no, I love to visit Dubai. My mom still lives there, right?
Okay.
She'll be moving
Shout
here
out moms.
Shout out moms. She still lives there. She'll be moving here in a couple of years. But like, she loves it there, right? But me, I love to visit. I won't live there because I believe in equality. Like I said, everybody needs, to be on the same page. Everybody has to have equal rights. Just because you're a certain race or you're a certain gender, I don't believe that you should have less of a say than others, right? And I have I'm a pretty like easygoing spirit, but I have a mouth, right? And I like to use it if I need to. Right.
Yeah,
and so, and if I'm there and something pops off, like I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
Right. And and it wouldn't be on fair terms, if that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things hush hush because at the end of the day, it is in the Middle East, right? It is a Muslim country, so we have to respect their wishes, right? So in those terms, I wouldn't live there. To visit, absolutely. I think everybody should go visit Dubai and see how people live. There's a huge difference, right? It's either you're real rich or you're in poverty, right? There's a big gap. And I have to say that my family's really fortunate there, right? And so and they work really hard to have what they have, right? So when I go there, I am taken care of, right? So I do see it a different light. Yeah. And there are some perks. There's a lot of perks. There's got ladies' night. You've got the food is I like the food there. And I'm a big foodie too, right?
Yeah.
And so
I can imagine they got some amazing.
Oh gosh.
If you're a meat eater, I always say it's I don't eat meat right now. It's been
I try not.
But
to
you go home, you're eating some of the best meat in the world.
It's been 4 years now. I don't eat meat, but when I go home,
lamb.
oh, I gotta eat that. Like, I gotta eat that chicken. Like, I ate a lot of, like, yeah, and even, like, beef, too. Like, I ate a lot of red meat. That's why I had to stop. But anyway, yeah, even the seafood there, like, I like the flavors. Yeah. Right? And I like the Mediterranean cuisine, too, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of Indian food there, too.
Yeah.
They cater to everybody. So yeah, to answer your question, I do love Dubai to visit.
Yeah.
But Toronto's home.
Hey, you're here, man. Toronto's home. Toronto Talks. We just got the championships. Tasha just said Toronto's home. This city's fucking doing great right now. What can I say?
Yeah,
like,
we
on top
Warriors.
of the world. Fuck Golden State.
Yeah, it's okay,
Shout out,
man.
Steph.
Make some noise for the
hold on.
State
To the Golden State
Warriors.
Warriors, yes. Make some noise for them.
Yeah.
No, honestly, in all honesty, they're
Sportsmanship.
very classy, very sportsman. And man, like, you guys went down. You guys got hurt. You know what I mean?
Kept going.
Shouldn't have happened. Like, the Kevin Durant story is super sad. Like, this guy's looking for max contract this year, and he's out. Like, he's gonna be out at least a year.
Yeah.
And we got
you guys talking about Golden State like it's Che Guevara. He never gave up.
No,
He
gave up.
He didn't make us passionate.
But I'm a Torontonian. I've lived here my whole fucking life, and I love it when our fucking teams win championships. So we won championships, and we won Tasha. So
what happens when Argos and Toronto FC win?
I cheer for them too, man.
I think more people need to cheer for them too.
Toronto FC is like they're steadily growing. Like the popularity of them is steadily growing. Dude, Argos,
they won the championship last year, right?
CFL's been around like almost 3 times as long as NFL.
Yeah,
so.
But I thought we were a college team country.
Nah.
That's what Drake says. We have
Shout out
3 major
Drizzy.
universities in Toronto. What are you talking about, bro?
Shout out Drizzy, because the Drake curse has been lifted.
Not technically.
It's been lifted.
No.
It's been lifted.
The Raptors have their own. It was Kawhi. It was a Kawhi power.
Well, because Drake was at the last game.
But he wasn't wearing other than the Del Curry jersey.
All right, so Tash,
Other than Del Curry.
as somebody who, you know what I'm saying, like, you just profess your love.
Yeah.
You got to look into this camera right here, and you got to pitch it to Kawhi and tell him why he's got to stay in this city.
Nah, you don't get
I think he already seen it on Monday though.
Yeah.
Like, you have to say that. Like, don't you see the energy and the love? Like, it's coming from me. Like, I don't. Like, now you know who I am.
Right? So that's another reason to stay.
Wine and dine.
Kawhi and dine. Nah, man. That parade.
Yeah, that's like popping. That's like popping everywhere. I love that. You see that everywhere, all those restaurants.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an energy that, like, the Raptors winning made a lot of money for a lot of bars, restaurants, hotels, just, you know, buskers on the street, you know what I mean? Like, garbage cleaners, you know what I mean? Private people who had to wake up and come and clean the streets for the city and whatnot. Like,
yo,
they
you
made
should
a lot
change
of
your
money
rap
off
name
this
to
shit.
Young Busk.
To Young Busk. Get the fuck out of here. Like I said, Maloney with the randomness, the king of randomness.
Young Busk.
Young Busk. Nah, so that's
It'd be the
dope.
new era, but you don't fuck trannies.
Man, listen, we can stop. I don't know. Again, just randomness.
Shout out to Young Bucks.
Got Mike out here choking and shit.
Yo, did Young Bucks start the Fofty shit? Like, was that the start of the owing money? It was, wasn't it?
There's a bunch of people that owe 50 money.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, man, when I
was the
saw
start of it.
that what's his name, man? Biz fucking Markey owe 50 Cent money and try to pay him back with food stamps according to that
When
article.
I read the article, though, it was like a joke thing.
Okay, I hope so. Because I didn't really read that. I was just like, what
But
the
it was hilarious, still.
fuck? This guy's out here lending money to everybody.
Fofty's out
Paying
here
it back.
lifting
Just putting
everybody.
interest on that
Yo.
shit. He's doing some mob shit with his money right now.
Man, Fofty's on it.
Shut up, 50 Cent. Just laying the pressure down on these motherfuckers. You better give me your money or I'm taking a finger.
Fofty is his best rebrand. You know how like he's had multiple attempts at rebranding? This is his best one.
All right, but as a public figure, how bad can he really get when it comes back to getting that money back from people? Like, what are the extremes do you think that 50 is willing to go to get that fucking money back? Is he gonna like really lay a motherfucker out? Is 50 gonna hurt him?
No, I think he's just gonna embarrass them online.
Yeah,
that's what seems to be working.
End their career,
or sue them, right?
I guess sue them.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the least gangster shit in the world, but I could see 50 doing it for $5.
Yo, 50?
I can see 50 straight out taking a nigga to fucking court for $5, spending $500,000 on that shit, and be like, "You owe me $5, nigga, pay up."
The principle.
Exactly. Yeah. The principle.
No,
the
50
absolute
is so
principle.
petty. I could so see him doing that.
Oh my god.
Man.
And you know what? It just adds to his whole persona. Like,
Yeah. But this whole Fofty and owing money shit did not start with Young Buck.
I have no idea. This
he was
Fofty
saying
shit,
this
I thought
about
you started
Buck
that
and
Fofty shit.
Me?
You just kept calling him Fofty on the show. I didn't really know about this Fofty shit. Fuck.
Nah, some chick that fucking was yapping him on Twitter called him Fofty, and then he's been rolling with it. And now
I need to know that.
Now he's the troll. You own the toll.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's doing it, because he's the troll, and you have to pay him
Pay
the
the
toll.
toll.
Yo!
Pay the toll.
We figured out 50's marketing strategy.
There it
He's
is.
the troll under the bridge.
There it is.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Pay the toll.
Fofty the troll.
Oh man, you ever watch the Eric Andre show?
Nope.
No.
Oh man, okay. I
Makes some
was
noise
show.
for never seeing that.
I was showing you it right now. But he's got this skit where it's like, pay the toll. He's got his fucking one eye. He's like, basically, all right, let me break down the skit for you. He's taking pictures of this model on the street, and this guy comes walking by, and he just fucking drops the camera and looks at the guy, and he's like, pay the toll. But he only has one eye. It's like his one eye in the center of his head, like a fucking cyclops. So you see this old, like, European guy, he starts talking like Slovakian or something. He's like, whatever. And then he just looks back at the mom and is like, don't pay attention to him. They don't judge you. They don't judge your beauty or whatever. Like, Eric Andre's kind of like the new jackass or whatever.
Holy
But-
shit.
So when you said pay the toll, immediately I thought the fucking pay the toll. Like the cyclops and... It's fucked up.
Yo,
man.
shout outs to Fofty the troll and the Cyclops.
If 50 and Eric Andre ever got together, it would be over.
Yo, that'd be the most.
He's got that
massive
afro.
troll,
He's that light-skinned dude with the fucking crazy afro.
Do you know what 50
got
would be
Hannibal
fire
Buress on
at?
his show?
You know when they like take dudes on like Kimmel and shit out to the street and like give them
Yeah.
makeup and stuff so they don't know it's the person they're talking about? 50 would be the most fire at that.
Dude, he did that on Kimmel. So
No, he didn't. 50?
So Kimmel had people.
No.
Listen, people had Kimmel saying bad fucking tweets about 50, and then when they turned around, 50 is standing right fucking behind him. Straight fucking goods. They did that on Kimmel already, bro. 50 is there behind him, like, yo, what the fuck you
Well,
say
great
about
minds
me?
think alike.
Shout out
Have
50
to see
Cent.
that.
Like, he's got a sense of humor. That's what I love about him, but
He's been the troll,
he needs to
but now he's
reconcile
really
with his
the troll.
son.
Yeah,
That's what he
he is
fucking
the
needs to do.
troll.
Like, you have to pay it.
You gotta pay that toll.
You gotta
He's a
pay him,
fucking
even if you don't
Cyclops.
owe money. If he says you
Yeah.
owe money, you basically owe
Tony
money.
Yayo. The
fucking-
list goes on.
Yeah.
Yo!
All this is
You
100
stole
grand.
Parrish's swag?
Apparently, the Yayo thing, like, he just called Yayo, and Yayo's like, oh, like, he didn't remember that Yayo owed him money until Yayo was like, oh shit, Fifth, I owe you money, like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh! Yeah, that's the story. He just called
And now
Yayo
he's on blast.
Yeah, so he called Yayo to rag on other motherfuckers,
my
and then when
God.
Yayo was like, Fifth, come on, man, like, that money you gave me in the 50s, he was like, oh yeah, you do owe me money too. No! So shout out to 50 even riding on his right-hand hands right now.
You know what? At least he's keeping the same energy.
Right,
He's
right.
keeping it consistent.
the
Though I might not
trolling.
agree. He's keeping it consistent. He's like, oh, you owe me 2 money, motherfucker.
I should do the same. I got a lot of people that owe me
You think
money.
he's throwing, like,
Yeah.
You won't call him out?
hey, is 50 throwing
Nah.
a vig on this shit, though?
They know
I'm not
who
even
they
bugging
are.
them. I'm not even
Hold on,
bugging
hold on, hold
Yeah.
on. Is 50 throwing a vig on this shit? Is he throwing interest weekly on these motherfucking debts that people owe him? Is he going out there and breaking thumbs?
He tried to
That'd
do
be
that with
nuts.
that one. What's that girl's name?
Hey, he's putting
And
interest
then
on
when the
that
court
shit.
they said that no, she doesn't have to pay interest.
That's extortion.
yeah.
50's still on his
50's
bully
really-
queen
yeah.
shit. Riding a bicycle up the block and extorting dudes with his
Oh
muscles.
man, shout out 50 fucking Cent.
Yo, you gonna pay me that 50, right?
Oh man, shout out.
Yo,
50.
I don't owe you nothing, Fifth. No, it'd be Boo Boo back then. I don't
Yeah.
owe you nothing, Boo Boo. You owe me 50.
Oh man, well you know that's what it is, man. He's still pulling in on high school debts. I lent you $2 for fucking lunch
Bruh,
back in high school.
50
bro.
might be the
my
greatest
God.
troll.
That
and
comes out
extortionist
to
of all time.
$75 20
Now?
years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the best trolls, man. Who out like
Bro,
Who's
he
a better troll than
the
50
call
hip-hop?
of Young Buck crying about owing money to him back when they were
Little
still
bit.
cool. That was his first
That's
ultimate petty
immense.
move.
Yeah,
Like
fuck,
that
that's-
shit, I was like, this is hurts, but I can't help but be entertained.
I'm not gonna.
But I'm like
front
on
this-
Buck's side, but I'm like, Fifth, you nasty, man.
If I was Buck, I'm not saying I would do it personally. But if I was Buck, like 50
Stab
might have
him.
got shanked for that. Just one in the ass or something.
Considering you
I'm not saying
stabbed
that
some-
I would shake.
Yo,
50,
if I
but
stabbed for
Bucks
you,
might have had
best
to,
believe you
like-
fuck me over and you're getting stabbed. Like, I'm not stabbing someone from
Not
you
if I'd already
for
stabbed,
you
like a poke,
and then being
a
like,
poke.
oh, shit.
A poke. Like, mild. Like, you
No, man. You're catching
bit
it
of blood's
worse
coming
than the
out.
dude that I stabbed for you.
Advocating violence.
If that guy had, like, 70, if I shipped that guy 7 times,
I'm joking.
you're catching
50, I'm
14.
joking. No one should be trying to poke 50 because he'll fucking kill you. He survived 9 shots of poking.
I just don't
shit.
think anyone
Yeah,
That'd be a
should
mosquito
commit
bite
You'd
to
be
that
like that up. You'd be like, really?
I don't be a mosquito bite to him. Let's be honest.
Nobody should commit violence for other people.
No,
That's
I
the most
agree.
fucked up
What if
shit.
you get paid?
I agree.
What if you get paid?
I don't.
No, it's whack.
I think that it's.
No,
all
let
whack.
men's do it
Let
themselves.
the hitman do his job.
Let the fucking pussy do his job. You,
Okay.
you want someone dead? Don't be too scared to do it your
Of
fucking
course,
self.
or, you know, there's a line of work.
If you're gonna man up and kill someone yourself, like, you know
Yeah.
what? No matter how stupid the consequence, I kind of respect
Oh
it.
my god, dude. Okay, so I read this story.
Yo!
Hold on.
That's
Yo,
a
did you
conscious
hear-
decision you've made.
No, for real, but
I'm
did
not
you hear-
taking it there. I'm
So,
good.
Check this
No,
out.
I'm
Some
cool.
guy
No one needs to
pretended to
die.
be some like rich ass
Thank you. I
motherfucker
agree.
online.
I agree
right?
with you. Nobody needs
No
to
one needs to
die.
die.
We don't
Nobody
need
needs to
that
die.
energy
I'm
out in the
cool.
world.
Yeah,
Nobody needs
You
to
pull a
die.
gun on me? I'm like, cool. Take my shirt, my wallet, all my shit.
Take
what
my
you want?
things.
I
Take
get the
it.
fuck on. Let me live.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
So check this story
I'm cool.
out though.
I'll read that energy.
I read a story today about some dude who basically like pretended to be rich or whatever online, convinced this person to kill their best friend for $9 million. You know, there was like no money involved or whatever. This person
Yikes.
basically went and like murdered their friend
His
for like a
best friend.
supposed
And that guy
$9
probably
million
jerked
that
off
they're never
to doing
getting
that
out
nasty
like
shit.
That's
under
so
arrest or
fucked
whatever.
up, man.
Yes, absolutely.
People get off on that kind of
That's-
nasty shit, man.
it's
That's the only
whack.
reason you do that.
And the
You're
guy's
not
like-
just doing that because it's Fortnite.
But like,
to you.
how
You're
about
like,
the
you're
friend
getting
that
off on
did
that.
that?
Yeah.
Like, you know, what kind of person are
Yeah.
you
That's
to
what I'm
do
saying, it's
something
like-
like that?
Everyone's
How much will it
corruptible.
take to kill your friend? Would you kill your friend for 50,000?
That's the real moment.
Would you kill your friend for
No.
$5 million?
That's the real moment right there.
Nah, you know what,
Well,
though?
yeah, you got me thinking now.
Yeah,
like,
you got me thinking
ew.
now. $9 million could change my life. You know, like
Now he's in jail.
Fuck
So.
that.
Yo, you know what, though? That's
keep loyal people in your
that's the
circle.
thing,
That's
bro.
the lesson of that
And that's
story.
and you know the less is
Everyone
more
has a
at
breaking
that,
point.
at that point, right?
No, absolutely.
Less
You got to,
is
you know what I'm
more,
saying?
man,
Like, check the people you
honestly.
keep close to you at that point.
less
you know what
is
I mean?
more always. When I was the poorest I've ever been,
Yeah.
I was some of the happiest I've ever been.
I believe that.
Being broke is sick.
No, it's not.
No, it is sick. It's sick.
Depends.
Creative ways to
Because
get
you can
things done.
survive broke. You can. Like, I mean broke as far as, like, if you got no income, like, that's broke. Like, you're homeless, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you live with your parents or what, you homeless. Like, if
Yeah.
you have no source of income, you're homeless. But, like, even the shittiest jobs and, like, basically, like, 80% of your money going to rent and you, like, stretching this last,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
200 over a month and shit. Like, yo, like, some of the...
I think it teaches
You know, like-
teaches you survival skills, right? And
It's
then,
dope.
and that's when it shows you.
You don't
yeah.
waste money.
I
Like,
think
when
that's-
you
No,
have
it's
more
true.
disposable
I
money,
feel like
you just be
if
like,
the-
oh, I'm going to buy
yeah.
a fucking chicken
Right.
burger
I
today
feel
and
like
shit.
you have to be like,
When you're
okay.
disciplined,
I
it's like
think
a
you know when
coffee
you
a day.
have it. Yeah, even if you
Watch how I
have the
break this
money.
down.
Yeah.
I think if you have the money, you'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna live like I'm broke. So that's
Yeah.
the only way you can save, right?
Yeah.
I learned that. Like I learned
No,
that
absolutely. We
over the
learned that
last
too.
few months, like few years too. It's just like if I'm saving for like either a trip or I'm saving to invest, right? Because I've had times where I've been broke. Like
Yeah.
last year this time, I was broke. I had nothing, and
Makes
then
me
now I'm
noise
on
being
the come
broke.
up. Like you know it.
See, what you're talking about right now,
I
and
gotta
like that,
roll
that
that,
like, you know
sorry.
what I'm saying? It's
I
cool
want
to
you
be
guys
broke
to
or something.
continue.
That's
But,
called your
yeah.
fucking 20s. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to feel that shit at all.
Exactly.
That feeling
Yeah.
of being broke scares the shit out of
Yeah.
you once you
My
pass
G.
your
Yeah,
20s.
yeah,
You in your 30s and you're
100%.
broke?
Nice to
Ooh,
meet you.
That shit'll give you a fucking
I wish
heart
I could stay
attack.
for the rest of the show. But you guys
Go
will be
enjoy
Man,
great.
they
your
gonna catch new kids
concert.
on the fucking block.
Oh. Do you know what, though? She understands because
Yeah,
she's from my
exactly,
time.
exactly.
Hanging tough.
Shout out Maloney going to catch new kids on the block. That's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Please don't go, girl!
Oh my god! That's
no,
our
but-
boy. That's our
Yeah.
motherfucking
Wow.
boy.
No, going back to it, it's like when I say broke, it's like you have the money, but it's like you don't have as much as you used
Yeah.
to, right? But like when you're like when I was in high school, university, I'd be like, okay, so I have a can of corn to last me today because
Yeah.
that's all I can afford
Yeah.
up until tomorrow, right? And then you learn from that.
Yeah.
you learn how to survive better, you learn how to spend your money better,
Yeah.
right? And then it's just progression.
No,
right?
I feel you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I definitely feel you. You know what I mean? And like, you definitely have to get out there on your own and learn how to survive. You
Yeah.
can't sit there and live a shelter life, because when you do live a shelter life, what happens is once you're put in that position where you do have to fend for yourself, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be honest, let's say that's your 20s. Your
Yeah.
20s is totally learning your survival instincts and who you're going to be.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people, when I see them and they're depressed as fuck in their 20s, I always tell them, look, by the time you're coming around 32, 33, you're going to be like, shit, I'm a hell of a lot fucking better. And I'm better because I went through that
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
Not because I sat there and, you know what I mean, pontificated or whatever. You know what I mean? It was all part of the journey and part of the process.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, too many people try to rush the process and they don't understand the journey is
Yeah.
Yeah.
part of
It's
the
also-
You got the keys?
No, leave them. I'm coming back to lock up.
All right, well,
So
just
just leave
get the
the
fuck
place.
out of here. We're sticking around for it.
Yeah.
Go catch the kids on the block.
I think it's also your attitude that has a lot to do with it, right? If
Yeah.
you keep feeling sorry for yourself, then you're never
Absolutely.
going to grow. You're never going to
Exactly.
come out of that zone. And then you have to, again, see who the 5 most important people are in your life are.
Right.
And then from there, you have to be like, okay, how are they benefiting me and how am I benefiting them?
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Shahid, my boyfriend. That's the guy that told me
Hey,
that. He showed me.
Shout out Shahid.
Yeah,
That's what's
he
up.
showed me. That's the light, you know what I mean? Like that's what you have to do. And I've learned a lot from that. I learned a lot from the energy. I've learned a lot from just like making small changes
Yeah.
and having a different outlook on it, right? But yeah, no, that's it. That's what I think.
And like I said, like, to be honest with you, that to me, you know what I mean? Like, that's life in your 20s, you know what I mean? In your 20s is just, you start off in your 20s thinking you know everything, and you're like, yo, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 25, 26, 27 rolls around, you're like, yo, what the fuck happened? I'm a failure. You honestly think, oh, I'm 30, you
But
know,
yeah,
I don't
it's
have
that-
kids,
it's a
this, that, and the other, I'm
progress.
a failure. But what you realize is, or
Progress.
what you start to realize when you're 30 is like, hey, shit, man, like, the whole world's mine. I could really do whatever I want because I have a little bit more maturity, a little bit more clarity right now. I understand things. I learned how to survive. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm going to get through this. Oh, fucked up this month. I'm still be here next month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
100%,
that's what your
100%.
20s is really about. You know what I mean? And that's, as an artist, you have to go through those phases as well, because that's where you, like you said, it's where you grow. You know,
Yeah.
it's where you get to know yourself. It's where you become who you're meant to be, and where you write some of your best music. Because if you, unless you're Drake, I'm gonna put it like this: unless you're Drake, because he came up with some money.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Some of the best artists are the ones who go through the most shit.
100%.
Because they got real shit.
You got
to
real
write
life problems
Yeah.
and you have to come
Yeah.
through from it. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's all about problem solving.
Yeah, 100%. And then, like, again, the way you're gonna do it. So a lot of these artists, I'm gonna write about. I'm gonna make music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through these bad struggles, and I'm gonna relate to people that are going through these struggles. I don't have the mindset I have to turn those thoughts or turn these struggles into lyrics,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And then I'm gonna put it out. And I could be like, you know, you could be like a big artist, you could be a Toronto artist, you can just be someone that's just coming on the come up.
Yeah.
But someone out there is going to relate to you.
Yeah.
For you to project your experiences out there, like, big ups to you, honestly.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And that's when we were talking earlier about hip hop being poetry.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, like, rag on certain people who perform like other people's words, other people, you know, ghostwriters or whatever, you know what I mean? But what you said just a moment there, you're talking about some people know how to write stuff that other people can relate. Some people know how to write that shit. Other people know how to perform that shit.
is.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? And that's why I can't necessarily rag on people who use ghostwriters, because it's like, listen, if this dude wrote some shit and you felt it and you could perform it and completely make me feel it, who am I to like say that you're fake? Because you made me feel it. You
100%.
took his words and made me feel that
Exactly.
shit.
It's like being an
100%.
actor or an actress.
Absolutely.
They
anybody.
didn't,
It's
they
an
didn't
art
write the
form,
script,
right?
right?
Yeah.
But they're active.
Exactly. So,
They're
yeah,
tapping
you have
into
the
that
writers.
emotion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, kind of relates to what I do, right? It's like, I feel your energy, I feel your music, so I'm going to put you on my show I'm producing,
Yeah, right.
because I feel that the audience that's going to come out is going to relate to you,
Yeah.
right? And I relate to you.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
So it has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
Everything's relatable. It's just like you have your performers, you have your writers, everything's like that.
Absolutely. All works on frequencies. You know what I mean? You
Yes.
just got to tap into that frequency.
Yep.
No dope. That's dope, man. That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, we shouted out Shahid. Who else you want to shout out? Anybody else you want to? You know what I'm saying? Big up right now because you got the platform. You know what I mean? Like usually we'd have Maloney with the ill times segues and just random shit
just
right
like
now.
Starts
So
like shouting everybody out.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna shout out like my mentor. Beatrice, thank you so much for everything that you've done for me these last few months. Yeah, and she's been a great supporter for me. I've known her for over 10 years now. My family, obviously, Mama, Dad, Sam, Jared, Danny, like, you know, my best friend Janice I'm going to shout out to. Everybody, my girl Hetty that keeps me sane. That's my girl that I always go through when I'm going through some shit, you know. If I didn't shout you out, my bad. But, you know, and all the artists that believe in me and worked with me and who are going to work with me, like, you guys all need a big shout out too, right?
Yeah.
I've worked with some really great people. I've got some really good ties with a lot of people too. I can't name them all. There's way too many.
Okay.
Right? There's way too many there, but thank you so much.
It's been a lot over the period of time.
It has been a lot. Well, you know.
So are you looking, like, in the end, are you looking to go more like a booking agency, talent agency type thing? Or are you looking more like to have, you know, kind of your own independent label? Or are you just overall just looking like, you know, trying to just kind of amalgamate the talent and kind of, you know, do something? Like what's your ultimate, I guess, end goal, or what are you trying to accomplish? You know what I'm saying? Like the grand picture, the grand scheme of it all. You know
so
what I mean?
I do have a plan that's going to take part in the next 5-year plan that I'm not going to project out to you guys yet. You guys are just going to see it. Yeah, there was a goal when I
boss moves right there.
There was a goal when there was a goal when I initially started this. So when I initially started, I was just doing pop-ups, right? And then now I'm doing parties, right? Yeah. So I just rebranded, right? So established 2016. What is it? 2019 now. Just rebranded. So there's 2 different elements. I am looking to expand. So any people out there that you guys like what I do, you want to come on my team, please, by all means, hit me up. I'm always looking for people because there's too much work right now. Like, I can't keep up, you know, like, so I'm looking to hire an intern right now. And then, you know, when I make money, you make money. That's how it is, right?
Okay.
So, but my whole thing is, like, everybody knows, like, my artists I make sure all my artists get paid before I get paid, right? So that's just what it is. That's something that I've always done. Yeah. Now moving forward, there are a lot of plans. There are right now we're just doing these little parties, right? But when we progress, there will be more out there, right? You just got to keep watching it. You know, you got to go with the frequencies. You got to go with the waves. Yeah. And I don't say no to any. Like, I don't say yes or I don't say no. I just want to see how it's gonna work, if it's beneficial for both of us. Yeah. And if it's a good gig, then we can all work together and make something happen. So right now it's been working out, and just keep up for that 5-year plan.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. No, I really like that you said that. You know, like you mentioned a 5-year plan. I think too many people are out here just kind of operating nilly-willy. You know, I'm guilty of doing it from time to time myself. A lot of people don't even have a business plan. Again, I'm guilty of doing that sometimes myself. But they don't have a business plan. They don't even project 2 years, let alone 5 years. The understanding of, you know, what it's going to take for that 5-year goal to happen, how much you might have to sacrifice, what you might have to lose, and what you have to achieve to get that 5-year plan done. Yeah. So just mentioning that, you know what I'm saying, the fact that you said that, it already kind of sent things off in my mind, like, you know what, she's gonna do something because she's already projecting and thinking down the road, not just, okay, what happens after this next show. Right. You know what I mean? And that's something that I feel more people, again, need, and more people need to take the selfless stance that you're taking. You're not trying to be the star. You're trying to put people on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really what it is, right? Like, I went through some really hard shit last year. Earlier last year, like, went through some real hard times with my family, with my personal life, everything. And literally was like, I think I hit rock bottom, right? And so what I did was, like, you know, you go through your grieving stages, whatever, and then after that I'm like, you know what? Like, I could just be doing this and just be, like, sad and just cut everything out. Yeah. But when I started this year, and I made a post for Women's Day, and I saw the response it got and how many people actually took the time to read it and, like, comment about it and like talk to me in public about it, and people just relating to it, saying that holy crap, like I'm so proud of what you've done and don't stop. Right? And so I took that energy and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, my life is kind of shit right now, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to book all these venues and I'm going to book all these artists and we're just going to do some pop-ups no matter what. We're going to have the space, and I just forced myself to continue doing it. And, you know, and that's what happened, right? And then I'm like, hey, what's the next plan? So when December hit, I'm like, okay, well, I have all of these shows. What's my next plan?
Right.
Well, I need to rebrand because now I got to find out who I am. What am I? Right? And shout out Carm. She's been helping me out with my website.
Shout out Carm.
Yeah. She's amazing at what she does. So we literally we sat there and we're like, hey, like this is what I want to do. Help me out here.
Yeah.
I'm like I have an artistic mind as well. Yeah. So like I just need to get all of this on paper. I just need it on one platform for people to see what I've been doing, what I'm going to be doing. Right. And so we just sat there, just like from like rewinding 4 years ago, before I even had a website or a company. Carm was there, and you know, we had like her way of working, which I love, is let's put all your thoughts down on stickies, like how you want like your homepage to look like, and let's get a white wall and just bang, 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 like, you know, and that's what it is.
See, man, I love everything you're saying right now. You got to read this book, because everything you're saying right now, what you're doing right now, and like everything you're saying, you're mentally projecting what you want to do, and okay, man, like we dumb ourselves down sometimes as a people. We dumb ourselves down as a culture. We don't necessarily, you know, big ourselves up and try to positively say the things that we want to do. But what you're saying is mental projection, and it's real. It works. When you say what you want to do, when you put little reminders of what you want to do, so that's what you visually see. You're constantly reminding your brain of, this is what I need to do. I'm going to get it done. So everything you're saying right now shows me that you're focused. Like, you're laser focused on your goals, and your girl Carm right now, you know, saying she got you in the right path. So you got to read this book. Please read The Alchemist, because everything you're saying right now shows me, like, your mind,
it's,
you know what I mean?
No, we project it out in the universe, it's going to happen. And
absolutely.
Shout out to all my supporters that came to all the events that I've ever done. It's been all of them. Like, they need a round of applause, because if it wasn't for them, I would not. I would not be doing what I'm doing. But yeah, so anyway, so that's what happened, right? December, that's what we did. January hit up, everyone's busy, everyone's got their own things going on, right? And we literally just sat down and we were working together, and the website's now complete. I had the relaunch. Then we did a pop-up show right after that. There's more coming up this year. And all of that's gonna go live, like, well, the website's live right now, but like all the other little nicks and like tweaks or whatever that we have from that night. That was a bomb ass night. That was a good night. I was surprised. You were surprised. I was surprised. I could not believe the amount of people that came to support, and everyone had a good night. And sorry, Mike, but like the Raptors won that night too.
Yeah, I know.
So like that.
When the Raptors win, it doesn't bother me.
And the webpage is Ms. Mack Events, right? MZ Mack Events with an S.com.
Yeah, so it's MZMAK Events.
Oh, no C.
There's no C. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I think I was spelling it wrong a little bit earlier. Okay, MsMackEvents.com.
Yeah, .com.
Okay, so let's put up the proper one here.
Yeah.
Bomb. There we go. The webpage is being posted up.
There it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Ms. Mack Event. So hit that up. So that's dope, man. You've been doing it a few years, and like I said, you seem really laser focused. You seem business minded. You seem like you know what you're doing. Have you ever thought about? I know it might be hard to do with some of the females, just because of geography and politics over there. But have you ever thought about doing any type of thing where, you know, bringing Toronto artists over to Dubai, or bringing Dubai artists over to Toronto? You know, kind of doing a swap, just showing, you know, like, hey, this is what we have to offer both here with these cultures, and, you know, doing some type of clash.
Yeah. So 100%. So I'm trying to. Right now, we're building the brand here, right, and we're building our network here, and. Like moving forward, I actually had that in my business plan.
Okay.
So my cousin actually lives in San Diego, right? So I was like, so I would do pop-ups there. So I'd go to San Diego. He has a nice network there. He just had a baby, so baby girl, congrats to him.
Congratulations.
Nick and Julia.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so I like that would be my next step is because like, you know, I love San Diego, like I love LA.
Yeah.
I love LA. It reminds me a lot of like Toronto, but again, like the weather, like nobody can compare to that, right?
Yeah.
But I love San Diego because people are so laid back.
Okay.
Right? Like they're more like, all right, you know, like I'm gonna hustle and bustle around.
I don't think they got crazy gangs in San Diego though.
Maybe I haven't been a part of that type of environment, so I'm not sure. But they probably do, right? Like wherever I've been with my fam jam, it's more chill, right?
Yeah,
and
got you.
I would want to do it there, and I would cross promote, right? So I'd be like, okay, just like a lot of buskers do here. Hey, listen, so I could sponsor you to pay for your flight or whatever, but if you bring more people here, you know, that's more money in your pocket, right? And then like vice versa, right? So if you guys want to do a pop-up there, let's do it. Dubai, there's different laws, but I have looked into that too. There's been a lot in the making, but again, like right now it's just me, right? And I'm like, I work 4 jobs, right?
Yeah,
so, like,
I feel you.
It's one of those, right? And so once I get everything just bounded, right, and I have a team, right, of people, 100% anything's possible. So it's gonna happen. It's just like the come up right now, you know.
I feel you.
It is.
And that's what it is, man. The come up. More people need to take time and appreciate the come up. Yeah. Again, like you mentioned, the come up.
They always want to rush.
They want They want the destination. They don't appreciate the journey. They don't appreciate the come up. The come up is where you make all the contacts that you can network with, and that's where you meet all the people who can help you get the things done that you can't get done yourself. Right. And if it ain't for the come up, like you're not gonna make it if you don't go through the come up. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
Respect the come up.
Hold on, let me go grab my business card.
Yeah, no problem.
Absolutely. Please grab that business card. But no, man, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta respect the come up. You gotta respect the hustle. You gotta respect the drive. You gotta respect the grind. And like I've said, this industry's a coin, and on one side you got head, so that's the drugs, that's the sex, and you know what I'm saying, drugs, sex, and rock and roll. And the other side, you got the tail, which is the blood, the sweat, and the fucking tears. And you gotta bleed, you gotta sweat, and you gotta cry for that shit. There you go. Get it in there.
Move it over a bit.
Yeah.
There it is.
Tasha Mack. We got the information up there. Y'all can freeze frame on the replay or whatnot. Get all that stuff. Send any emails. Figure out, you know what I'm saying, like how y'all can mutually work together. You know what I mean? And Tasha got the networking, she got the connections going on right now. She's definitely somebody that you want to know because, like I said, 5-year plan. Definitely seems like you're gonna be.
I see what they're doing next year, and they're like,
I went to school. I went to school for business too, right? So like I'm a hands-on person, and I love to learn with experience and like getting pushed into the fire, and then you're like, okay, how am I going to survive from this? You know,
right.
So like I went. So
you're a back against the wall type girl. Like when you know you're probably the type of person who procrastinated in school, waited till the last minute to do your project, and then banged out something that was fucking dope in the last 12 hours.
That's how it is all the time.
I'm the same type of fucking person.
That's it. I'm not gonna lie. That's how it is. It's so funny. So my boy and I so I went to Sheridan. So graduated.
Shout out Sheridan.
Yeah, graduated with honors business admin marketing, which was real cool. But again, procrastinated. My boy and I, we just like I guess it's like your personality and it's just like how you're gonna finesse the situation, right? And so we're just kind of like, okay, so this is our project, and like 2 hours before our class, meet up in the library, start working on our presentation, and we're like, okay, so we have the key points there. Do you want to run through this one time? No, we're good. We're just gonna wing it. Wing it every time. So I'm just gonna wing it because, like, if I don't know it, I'm not gonna learn it, and if I put too much in my head, I'm not gonna figure this out, right? So that's kind of what it was, but. Throughout that, even my presentation at my relaunch, I had to do one. And had no time to prep for it. I'm like, you know what? I don't even know what the slides are like. We're just gonna wing it. And then like you want to see that emotion too. Like I remember at one point I was like, oh shit, I remember taking that picture. Okay, like it's on, you know.
No, I feel you definitely need that intern. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what do I have to get done? Like, okay, this is what I need you to do, and you kind of tell that intern. Fucking do it. I feel you. You know what I mean? That's what it is. And like I said, I can tell that you're one of those people who operate, like you said, back against the wall. You operate best when there's pressure, and that's dope. You need one of those people in your camp when you're working in this industry because there's always pressure. And if you can't, you know what I'm saying? If you can't what's the phrase, man? You're saying like blessed is the tree,
worry,
blessed
I'm
is the
good.
tree that has flexible roots, because if not,
I
you
know.
break. You know what I'm saying? So
I know, I'm like-
pressure breaks pipes.
I'm still taking in everything.
I know.
It's the beer.
Nah,
is
you need
affecting
someone
my
like
eyes
you
right now.
in their camp, because like I said, pressure breaks pipes, and if you operate well under pressure,
Yeah.
it's always good to have somebody in your corner who can do that, because
Yeah.
you can't always control the situation. You can just control the way you react to the situation.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for sure. That's just how it is, right? With anything. And that's what, like, I actually went to university after, and I have, like, 5 more classes to finish, but I hate it. Like, I don't like, I'm like the material
Just do
and
them
just,
online.
like, yeah, like, and that's what it is. Like, it's no interaction. I'm just like, I could do this, but you know what? Like, eventually, but right now my plate's so full with the hands-on experience that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna have to need it. You're gonna need it anyways.
Exactly.
So you might as well get it now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dope.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're kind of like winding down a little bit here. So what do you got like going on next? Any pop-ups popping up in the near immediate future? Anything going on? You said next month, July 21st and 22nd, if I'm not mistaken.
It's the 20th and 21st.
20th and 21st, okay.
It's not a Ms. Mac event, but I am on the committee to work with it. So it's an outdoor festival that we're doing. We're looking for artists. We're looking for every type of artist out there. If you guys want to showcase your work, we've got tents set up to become a vendor, and if you want to perform, be an entertainer, so apply. All my information was up there, so let me know. Moving forward with that, I've got that other show coming up, and I am also working on my first hip-hop show that's going to be in Mississauga. So that's going to be fun.
Shout out
Mississauga. Yeah. So that's where I live now too, right? I live in Toronto, I live in Mississauga. Like, when you have a car, you live everywhere.
GTA, right?
Like GTA.
Wherever you gotta go.
Wherever you gotta go, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have my first hip hop show there. I'm working with a really cool team. And then there's just gonna be more popping off. The summertime, I focus more on outdoor festivals because everybody wants to be out. Especially now, like our summer started so late.
I feel like it just started today. Like today is the hottest day we fucking had all year. It's 27 today. I actually sweat today.
Yeah.
But like, today's
I'm
actually.
sweating,
You know what's crazy? Spring doesn't start for another 2 days.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's kind of here. Like, it's fuck you, motherfuckers. Like, spring wasn't here, but you know what? Guess what? I'm here, bitch. Summer's gonna come in hard like a motherfucker.
And I'm okay with that because like we need that right now. It's just been a long, depressing winter. But so more shows. Just follow me. Just follow everything, and our pop-ups pop out, right? Like that's what it is, right? So it's happening.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh wait, I do have 2 other parties I'm doing too. So I'm doing so I'm doing a first birthday party, which is going to be a different concept, which is fun too.
Okay.
For
Babies are
one
cute.
of my girls. Yeah, no, but it's see, I like to work with people that have a different concept, right?
Yeah.
So we're working on something different. And then I'm also doing a party for Shahid, so I'm doing a party for him, and he's got a clothing line out, right?
Okay.
And that's your boy, right?
Yeah, that's my boy. So it's
What's his
Weekend
clothing
Boys.
line?
Yeah, so Weekend Boys. Shout that out.
Yeah. I look into the camera one time and shout out that clothing line. Let us know.
Weekend Boys.
Where can we get that? Where can we get the Weekend Boys gear?
So what they do is for the last few years they've been making soccer jerseys, right? And they customize it. So I've got a whole bunch, and customize it with your name and your number, right? So like I've got 17, I got 89 because the 17th is my favorite number. 89, year I was born.
Okay.
Right, got Tasha Mack on it, right? So it's really unique. It's a real cool, unique clothing line, and if you hit me up, I'll redirect you to where you need to go to get that. So he's doing a Weekend Boys themed party, right, for his birthday. So that's gonna be dope to do.
Where's that gonna be at? You got the spot locked down already, or?
So we are working on the spot, and again, it is a birthday party, so it's like like his crew and then some or whatever. But the merch will be there. So so it's gonna be dope.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah.
Dope. So it sounds like you got a busy summer ahead of you.
I got a busy summer. What is it called? Oh, While Kids Never Die. That's what that sounds for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they
that's
sound.
dope.
That's dope, isn't it?
Yeah.
While Kids Never Die. So like.
Yeah, Weekend Boys.
Weekend Boys.
I like
Wow,
that.
Kids
Well,
Never
yeah,
Die.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna see it. Just search it up.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's what's up.
Yeah. Just movements. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, no doubt. And I see you got the Raptors bracelet on. So like I said, you're still in celebration mode.
Raps.
Like, we're gonna be celebrating this shit all summer. I'm gonna be celebrating it all summer at least.
I celebrate regardless.
Listen, I'm gonna be rubbing it in because this guy was in here rocking a Golden State jersey.
I will rock it next week.
Golden State sweater during the finals,
and
we won.
It's okay.
So
and
you know what I'm saying, like.
Don't worry, I'm buying the Golden State Warriors hat tomorrow. And the Golden State Warriors hat is just above the Raptors hat.
I like this man.
So I'm probably going to film it too.
This man's still riding hard for his team.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find that way more than
it's $9 right now.
$9.
They had
They have
everything.
Raptors gear out now.
So you say 9 or 90?
It's $9 for the Golden State Warriors hat.
$9.
What?
$24 to $50 for the Raptors hats, which is fine.
I need a Raptors hat.
Yeah,
which is
you
fine.
Know what? Get your team now.
I don't
It's
know
on
if
discount.
Yeah, save some money.
Save some money.
Right? Save that money.
Because the last Warriors hat I bought was like $40-$50.
There you go. Might as well get one for $9.
That's it.
But shout out to Warriors. Like I said, man, they got guys going down. They hurt, but you know, nonetheless, they got heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they deserve
That's what it's all about.
No, absolutely.
But hopefully the Raptors will do it again next year.
Yeah.
How hard
I'm
you guys
sarcastically.
think? How hard you guys? We might be us versus them next year, or us versus the Lakers.
I don't think it'll be.
How hard do you guys think Maloney, our boy, our guy, is going to be partying tonight?
Oh, he's
some
going to go hard.
motherfucking New Kids on the Block.
He's going to go hard.
He's going to go extra hard, yeah?
I just got some information that my sister just messaged me saying she's got the book, so I got it at home.
Oh,
she said,
okay, word.
she's like, that's one of her favorite authors, so...
Paulo Coelho?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Samantha McKinnon, she's got this.
Yeah. That's what's up. So
and
you got
she's
the book.
watching to all.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't just talking shit. That book is fucking dope.
My sister loves to read. She always tries to get me to read. So that, you know what? It's in my household, so you know I'm going to be reading it.
That's what's up. Look, my boy, one of my best friends in the world, his name's Jamal. You know what I mean? And he's like always an older soul. You know, he's living out in fucking Switzerland right now. He's doing his thing. But he's always like an older soul, and he put me on to a lot of hustle at an early age. And I was going through a little, you know, something when I was like 20. He was like, yo, read Alchemist. I was like, word. So I try to read it every 2 years, and it's kind of like my thing that centers me and reminds me what I'm trying to accomplish in life. You know what I mean? So it's my recentering book. So, you know, every 2 years or so I try to read it again. Yeah. And I always pick up something new every time I read it. So
amazing.
I hope you enjoy that book. No doubt. All right, so we're going to break out of here. So before we get out, anything you want to say to the people, anything you want to let them know, we're going to give you the platform, give you the microphone. You've already kind of plugged your stuff, but, you know, let us know what else you got going on.
No, you know what? Everybody just stay on track. That's what I want to do. Like a little message. I think I talked a lot about myself too, and I don't really like to talk too much about myself. Hence why I'm in the industry. You know, just be good to each other, and you know what? Everybody's gonna be on the come up when it's your time. So don't burn bridges, because that's hard. Yeah. Right. And just be a good person. Be the best version of yourself. You know, I like to say I'm a goalaholic. So be a goalaholic, best version of yourself. And produce those positive vibes and energy out to the world. No doubt. No fucking doubt. I love everything you're saying tonight. I feel like I'm sitting in a class with my boy Vic Sinclair. This girl's dropping a lot of knowledge, whether it's positivity, whether she was knowing it or not, talking about mental projection, 5-year plans. Like, everything she dropped right now is knowledge. So on that note, you know, I can't even say anything witty or anything funny to end the show. Maybe, you know, Maloney have a fucking blast.
He would have been smashing stuff.
Yeah, he was smashing stuff and going hard. He's just, hopefully our guys having a blast tonight. New Kids on the Block. All that shit. You know, Maloney, do your thing. But Tasha Mack, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
MissMackEvents.com. You definitely got to hit her up. She knows what she's talking about. She's got a goal. She's got things that, you know, she's trying to do. And that's really it. I don't know what else to say, man. You're dope. You're pro.
Thank you so much.
Let's get you back on here.
Thank you.
I apologize for the
Raptors.
technical problems at the beginning of the show,
That's
but
okay.
you're absolutely doing your thing, and you can come back anytime you want.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, I love being here. This is dope.
No
Real
doubt.
dope.
All right, Turono Talks.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Go Raptors. We won 2019 NBA champions, baby. This guy doubted us because he hates us. No. I'm just playing. But he kind of doubted.
No,
and we won.
I didn't doubt. It's just my team.
And on top of that, our boy, Maloney, went out to go see New Kids on the Block tonight. You know, maybe Salt and Pepper and Naughty by Nature, but mainly New Kids on the Block.
That's what got hard.
That being said, pause.
I'm just saying.
I've never said pause on the show, but pause.
That's what got him hard.
That being said, we're gonna ride that motherfucker for life. New Kids on the fucking Block, man. We have Turono Talks. We love you, man. One love. Peace.